Now, let's move on to other issues away from security matters, because tuberculosis is an infectious disease that infects the lungs or other tissues, compromising the health of the affected person. To ensure the eradication of this deadly disease, March 24 every year is set aside to create awareness on the dangers associated with tuberculosis and how to prevent it. Correspondent Lukman Hassan in this report highlights the causes and prevention of tuberculosis as the world commemorates Tuberculosis Day.
Is caused by a bacterium called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. People with active tuberculosis disease in the lungs or voice box can spread the disease by release of tiny droplets that carry the bacteria through the air when they sing, laugh, cough, or sneeze. 10 million people are said to be suffering from tuberculosis worldwide, with about 1.5 million deaths recorded by the World Health Organization in the year 2020 alone. As a leading cause of death, a research found treatment in 1940s and 1950s. The cause of death among patients of tuberculosis began to reduce.
Tuberculosis is very, very curable. Treatment is free. The government has provided treatment for this free in conjunction with many other partners. It's a very bad disease, also a challenging disease to manage, to treat, because of the nature of it and the way it's communicable.
Notice anybody coughing for 2 weeks, advise that person to go to the hospital. Another sign and symptom is fever, loss of weight, loss of appetite, and night sweat.
How aware are Nigerians about the transmission and treatment of tuberculosis?
I heard about tuberculosis. I don't know the cause, I don't know the effects, I don't know how they can use drugs to escape from it, I don't know what they can use.
I think it's a kind of disease, whether virus or bacteria, that eat up the lungs, and if it is not quickly detected, it might kill the person.
With this year's theme for the day, Yes, We Can End TB, is focused on creating awareness on the ways to eradicate tuberculosis in the world. In Ibadan, Lukman Hassan, NTA News.
Now, do you know that the need for anyone with a cough that persists for more than 2 weeks to visit hospitals for tuberculosis tests is the advocacy by medical experts in Akwa Ibom State? This advocacy is coming as Nigeria joins the global community to mark World Tuberculosis Day. Etienne Mbaha reports.
Tuberculosis is an airborne infectious disease that affects the lungs and sometimes other organs of the body, as revealed by medical experts.
Tuberculosis is caused by a bacteria known as Mycobacteria tuberculosis.
Intensive global efforts have been taken to combat tuberculosis, which reports say is curable, though if left untreated, can claim millions of lives. A visit to the infectious disease hospital, Ikorekmene, Akwa Ibom State, one of the referral centers for tuberculosis treatment, reveals that more than 3,000 patients have been diagnosed, treated, and cured of tuberculosis between January 2023 to 2024.
Anyone that shows any signs of TB, I send them to the lab, and then when the result is out, they are seen by the doctor, I commence them on tuberculosis therapy.
Last week Friday.
It was last week Friday I started noticing chest pains. After 3 days, I started coughing out blood. So I came to the hospital for treatment. The nurse have asked me to give my sputum for test. When the result is out and I have TB, I will take the TB medications. The theme for this year's World Tuberculosis Day is Yes, We Can End TB. Etienne Ibanga, NTA News.